पहली प्रॉब्लम तो ये थी कि इंडिया में जो पार्ट टाइम जॉब्स होती है वो बड़ी कम है if you'll compare to US and some other countries. So the youth is not having that much opportunities to earn a good amount of money while they are studying time. And the second problem was that कि parents के पास पैसे हैं देने के लिए for a good teacher who can come to their home and can teach one on one, but they're not having the good teacher. So I just tried to build a bridge between these two, and Home Guruji was that an idea that came in my mind at that time, that there are very good teachers. I'll personally train them, and then I'll connect them to the parents. So we have the
Mhm.
funded startup. Then we start to revolutionize the education to create into the virtual reality. For an example, you just imagine कि आप human heart पढ़ना चाहते हैं and human body आपके सामने. You are just wearing a VR headset, and आप human body के अंदर जा रहे हैं. Now you're seeing the human heart in front of you. Some veins, the arteries, all the things are basically. And now there is no distraction, sir. The great integration of smart classes are there after this COVID. Even the government is very bullish on the smart class and smart labs. Like,
Mhm.
so the content which the teachers are showing into the schools on the current stage into that smart screens are as similar as free of cost, which is available in their smart TVs at home, and even the laptop, mobile phones, and YouTube, right? So that's what my question. The two problems, that the similar content, why the student will enjoy that content, because that is already free in the YouTube. I started journey from Jabalpur, which is a very tier 3 city from Madhya Pradesh, and it's very difficult to cater the good things. But I truly believe on God, that when you are in a good mission and want to create something very valuable, so dots are joined. So we get some very good interns and very good people. I called from one of my very good developer from Pune, and then it started with intense R&D. Because why we just acquired the funding is also the thing कि in India अभी तक ऐसा कुछ हो नहीं रहा था. जितनी भी कंपनीज आज हैं, या 90% ऑफ द कंपनी, दे आर परचेजिंग कंटेंट फ्रॉम आउटसाइड द इंडिया. They are selling into the white label marketing here. That's it. I want to create that Indian essence, जो Indian feel आना चाहिए when we are teaching, right? And the second problem is why parents are paying so much money for the smart classes when it is free, when we can take some very good examples from US itself, like the Khan Academy is one of the very big example for that. So why we are paying for this thing, right? And the second thing, none of the motivation is there in any student, because they know कि यार घर पे जाएंगे हम, घर पे भी ये यूट्यूब चैनल पे देख सकते हैं. As simple as that. What I want personally is कि if the student is going to the class and going to the school, so वो concept जो वहाँ पढ़ रहा है वो वहीं पे समझ के घर पे आए. So they can have some extra time for the some extracurricular activities, for some physical activities. Because in India, if I go through the stats, it's very poor, sir. Like among 80-85% students didn't even go outside to play the outdoor games, because the mobile integration, the coaching timings, the schools are, and all the things are making a lot of hectic. And we got a very good results at that time, because we are actually encounter the two problems. We're having very good teachers and the parents, the students. And in the COVID time, we were in a one-on-one online classes. We were among the top 5 startups in Madhya Pradesh. But actually, friends, the thing is that it all starts with a vision and with the problem. But I think as the startup founder and as an entrepreneur, to scale the business is also very important.
So, Nikhil, I see two roadblocks here.
Yeah.
One, the cost of the VR
Yeah.
glasses,
Yeah.
and one, the cost of creating the content,
Yeah.
with their modeling and, the
Yeah.
output, everything.
Right.
Managing two difficult aspects of the business, and then delivery also, because it is not just one, because you can buy one and give it to a school, but if all these students need to use it,
Right.
and looking at the price point even today for a simple VR glass, it is not that cheap
Yeah.
that schools in India can afford it or childrens can afford it.
Yeah.
So how you are going to mitigate these two issues?
Right. So, sir, the first problem, that the content creation is really costly. That I agree with you. But as an entrepreneur and as an Indian, that jugaad wala hisab is also very important. So the R&D pay what we have spent makes us the content less expensive, because we have find a lot of ways कि उस content को कितना बेहतर बनाया जा सकता है with a world class quality. But with a very, as you know, some Mars mission of India, जितने में अवतार मूवी बनी थी उतने में हमने
Yeah,
उससे
yeah.
कम बजट में we have sent the Mars. So this kind of the things we Indians are having, as we are proud of that. And so we have done an intense R&D कि किस तरीके से कॉस्ट को कम लाया जा सकता है, बट नॉट दैट मच ऑब्वियसली, क्योंकि आप रिसोर्सेज रखेंगे, गुड डेवलपर्स आर इन द नीड, सो बट वी हैव फाइंड द सॉल्यूशंस फॉर दैट कि कैसे हम मॉडल्स को यूज कर सकते हैं, कैसे 3D मॉडलिंग को हम इजी बना सकते हैं, विच कैन बी क्वालिटी वाइज गुड बट नॉट दैट मच एक्सपेंसिव. Second, if we talk about the VR headset that you suggest, is really when I started Spark VR. So at that time in India, the headsets were cost around 42,000, 45,000. We were using Meta at that time, Meta Quest 2. And initially, gradually, so the prices came down in India. As today, the prices are around 20, 25,000, 26,000 in India. So that's a very good news. Even in the world, if we see that Apple is also launching, has launched the Vision Pro. So because of that, the prices of the VR headsets we are using gradually came down. And if we talk about the calculations, sir, one VR lab will cost around maximum 10 to 12 lakh rupees for a school, right? And that cost actually can be divided into a lot of students. And when we calculate it, it will really come lesser and lesser if we compare with the institutes, what the parents are paying to the institutes, and the parents are paying fees for the smart classes.
Okay, so let's take a step back. You said 10 to 12 lakh to set up a lab.
Yeah,
For my viewers here in the US,
yeah,
12 lakh rupees coming out to be about 15,000 dollars.
yeah.
So for $15,000, you will set up one lab. How many VR sets will be there? How many students can go through the program in one sitting?
Yeah, so like 25 students can cater in one time in one lecture.
Okay, so one
Yeah,
VR studio
yeah, yeah,
is going to cater to 25 students
yeah, yeah.
in a typical school, and the curriculum will be the same. Like if the class teacher is spending 30 minutes on the digestive system or 2 hours on digestive system, you will be giving the same here
Yeah,
in the
but that
VR
the
school.
time will reduce, sir, because our vision is to maintain it, to just lesser the time of maximizing the things. For an example, if the teacher is taking two classes to understand the lecture of digestive system, for an example. So what we'll do that she has already taken to us. Now we will do it into 7 to 8 minutes. That's the full practical knowledge what we are going to give to these students.
Uh, what is the next thing that you are planning? What is the future of Spark VR? Where do you want to take this company?
Yeah, so in 2 years, what our plan and mission is to empower the 1 million students from this technology, to make them aware about this technology. This is the one social motive. Second, if we talk about the development, we want to create like the all the kind of experiments which are missing into the schools in today's curriculum. Because I still remember when I was in this school, I read the practicals into the NCERT, but I didn't go to the lab. Even in the elite schools, I have my very good friends and families there, and I just came to one answer that Nikhil यार ये practical के लिए तो इतना लेके ही नहीं जाते, right? And if we talk about the scientists, we are having the great scientists. When we talk about India, we are having the great doctors. So my mission in the 5 years is to bring the revolution, to make practical knowledge really practical with the virtual realities. So student can actually imagine, if we talk about something, we want to make mathematics that much cool कि मैथमेटिक्स से किसी को डर ना लगे. They will say यार मैथ्स का प्रॉब्लम हम बनाएंगे, सॉल्यूशन आप दो.
Have you thought of partnering with such type of companies, or doing something together?
So partnership is always going to be the great aspect as an entrepreneur for us, because what I think that's not the competition is not going to make us succeed, but the completion. So that completion is come with a word kind of a collaboration. So when we collaborate with the companies, definitely a lot of ways are there in which you can you are having your own thoughts, your own R&D, and when we collaborate we can make it more big and can add the more value to the society. So definitely our further plans are there to join hands with different kind of companies who are working in different sectors, so the two great minds when come together can really create something big.